Let's do and welcome everybody to the round two of season 5 of Elite Raceway North American No Assist season. It is I, Turtle Commander, and with me, Rodri. We are back for another Monday night of racing, and you know we got some crazy guys racing tonight. So welcome everybody. Welcome Laraji. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. Excited for this race. We have a couple of drivers who missed out the first week, back for the second week, and I think they'll be up there competing.
Yes, it's gonna be great. Uh, Everybody's definitely eager to race today, and we are at COTA, which is definitely a big change from Austria last week, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think so too. I wonder. Well, the sun is blazing. I know a few drivers were complaining um, about the sun being right on their faces, but a little bit of an experience on what they actually get in real life, right? I wonder how the
Nothing they can
actual
do,
race
right?
is gonna be. I wonder if it's been dry these first races. Um, with tier one was a dry race, tier two today was a dry race. This looks like it's quite clear.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be. Well, I mean, like, yeah, it's Texas weather. Texas weather is always good. It's gonna definitely be hot, degrade the tires, a lot of stuff.
I know you live in Canada. You've never been to Texas, right? In the
No, I
states?
have, and I love Texas.
No way, really? Nah, it's too
Yeah,
hot.
yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Texas is awesome.
No, I absolutely hate it. I've been there twice. Went to Dallas, went to Houston, and boy, was I melting. I
Yeah,
couldn't
I can
stand it. Yeah.
imagine.
And from what I hear, from some of our drivers who actually go visit in the actual in real life races, is just as hot when you're watching them. I can't. Under the heat? No.
Yeah, no, it's definitely difficult, but also, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, like like you go out for these races, and like the thing is COTA got like so many series going on there. You got like F1, you got the WEC series, you got
Mm-hmm.
the Porsche series. There's a lot of guys going around there, so it's good. It's a great track for racing. So I mean, I would imagine people would try to, just hold up in the heat, but
Yeah. They're brave. Braver than I am. I
yeah,
can't.
exactly. It's definitely something that's different, right?
Yep, yep. But we do have a couple drivers who already put in their times. Andy right now 133.4. His teammate only a tenth off, 133.5. And there goes Mac T putting in a 132.7. So really good times at the moment. Um, Yeah, do you think that that's usually going to be the fastest times that we're going to get? 132s?
I think that's just a warm-up lap. I think to be honest, I feel like what's gonna happen is that the track is going to evolution, and it's gonna just speed up as we go, as these tires put in a little rubber down,
Mm.
and then yeah, basically put it together, right? Like these guys are top tier, and they're definitely going to be putting it together.
Yeah, because for tier one, I did mention in tier two, our stream, that in tier one they put in a 131 was the fastest lap. I can expect some of these drivers to pull on, faster times around that, similar, especially Mac T. But we don't have Chicken here today, but we do have. I am curious to see what Louis does because I have seen him in our open lobbies, and he is a fast boy. Uh, So I am intrigued to see what time he's gonna put. Matuzak as well, returning driver. But
Yeah,
hey,
no, I'm definitely excited.
but I do wonder. Yeah, I will ask around that. Hopefully, one of the drivers on the track can let us know if it's gonna be a dry race or a wet race. Let's see. Any drivers who are on their lap at the moment? Looks like 50 has started his. T George as well. Who I do want to mention. T George wasn't with us for our preseason. He wasn't with us with our first week. Is back for his first race with us this season here in round two, so we are excited to see what he does. And always, we always like to see his reactions right on his stream when something happens. Huh?
Yeah. We love the reactions.
He always gives the best reactions. Well, let's see, 50. Oh, it looks like 50 has invalidated. And we do have PO2 who is up 2 tenths, crosses the line at 133.5, puts him up to P5 now. And I am still trying to put the announcement for that our stream is up. I do want to mention that we now have a Twitch run by our Senor Turtle Commander. So I will be posting that as well in our official media for our Discord. So if you guys want to like and subscribe, I will be putting the link to our Twitch in our YouTube description. So that way drivers can, see both point of views, see what we're both looking at.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna have both. Like, there's gonna be multiple scenes. But yeah, it's a new, like you said, Laura J. It's gonna be a new POV from the broadcast.
Yeah, and I think yeah, that way we also catch everything that's happening. And now we have definitely two eyes on the track.
Yeah,
Make sure
don't think
everybody's
we don't see
behaving.
everything. We see everything. And I'm on PC, so I have all the replays. I have full race replays.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You could get
Yeah,
everything, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
everything.
I also noticed you guys get like cuz the leader lead bag. Actually no, he's on PlayStation, so I take that back cuz he always gets really good like pictures off of the replays. So but I
Yeah.
think that's just him on the PlayStation looking up the
Yeah, he
highlights.
might be running on like he might be running on Twitch or whatever and get that little bit better,
Really?
what's it called? Yeah, yeah, like the little bit better resolution.
Mhm.
But yeah, it'd be just his POV. So I think with PC I get the whole kind of like everything going, but
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, you guys got a better advantage than us, huh?
maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I am having a little bit of technical difficulties right now. I'm trying to get it fixed. Uh, I don't currently have your voice on Twitch, but I'm working on it actively.
Oh, okay, no problem. Like yeah, like we mentioned, it's a new one. We just started it pretty much this week. Yeah, or last week was a bit of a test run, but yeah,
Looks like
little
I
by
got
little.
it.
Oh, you did. Look at that, you're a
Yeah.
professional.
Oh my God, I got it. Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Nice,
I
nice.
got it.
Yeah, it's
So
good.
yeah, so we're on it. Uh,
Nice, nice. So we hit multiple platforms. Who knows? Maybe we'll have to go on TikTok as well, live, like
you're gonna
DR's
be
Maestro.
famous, Laraji.
Oh man. But I am looking
You're
at
gonna be famous.
oh man, no, no, no. I'm too shy to be famous. It's it's enough that I actually do this commentary stuff.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But Maxi, I think he's actually up on his time. So I'm taking a look at him. His car is pretty much on rails. He's gonna cross the line 132.5. Uh, so definitely improves by a tenth. Kama right behind him looks like he has improved as well. Purple first sector. So regarding the standings, so we do have even though, obviously this is only our second race, but last week started off strong. We did have Mac T win the race last week. Um, is up by 37 points at the moment, and second we have Kema, who's right behind him with 30 points. So a bit of a battle here. Chicken in third, not here today, so these two definitely have to capitalize and try getting as much points. But it does look like Kema has improved. Purple second sector.
I'm not gonna lie. Kema is definitely uh, he's a Canadian, so I got a root for a fellow Canadian. But yeah, definitely awesome to see.
See now, I live in the Americas, so maybe I got to root for Mac T. So America versus
It'd be
Canada,
fun though.
eh?
Maybe. It
But
looks like it is IRL right now, so
right,
no,
right.
no, no. But no. Overall, it's just good. Good to see. Good to see everybody out and playing.
Yep, yep, of course. But Kema does improve on 132.3, so up 2 tenths ahead of Mac T. Pretty much everybody is actually a few drivers have actually invalidated. Let's see, Mamu isn't. Armanton has invalidated. 50 invalidated, going back into the pits. We do have two new drivers here today. So Franz, I'm assuming last name Herman.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Okay.
the Max Verstappen fakey name.
Oh, you're right. You see,
Yeah,
now I was
Max
wondering why.
Verstappen went to the thing, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly.
I
You
was wondering
got
why it
it.
sounded familiar. Okay, and then we have NASCAR Freak. So I'm assuming he's a NASCAR fan. And the Williams today, both of them reserving.
Yeah, yeah. So he's in it. He's in it with us.
Let's see. It doesn't look like anybody's actually on their lap. I'm taking a look at everybody. Louis is using battery. However, he does have blinking fuel lights. So I'm assuming he's going to go back into the pits at the end of this. Not enough to probably go around another lap.
I mean, it happens, right? Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, we're still in qualifying.
Yeah, you never know how they'll convert in the race. I do want to say the Haas team, Andy and Louis. I mentioned this in the preseason. Both of them, I think that they both make a really solid team. So I can see them really contesting in the constructors. And then we do have PO2 and Mamu. So I feel like those are two to watch. Louis, a little bit of traffic right in front of him, but I don't know. Actually, no, looks like he was putting in his lap. And is going to cross the line 133.1, so pushes himself up to P3. I wonder if the traffic affected him, but I don't think so.
No. I mean, hopefully not. We want to see these guys get the best laps that they can.
Yep, yep, of course.
Okay, this is sick.
You're
Alright, I'm
still working
finding
the
better
Twitch.
ways to be doing all this stuff. Yeah,
Yep, yep.
yeah.
Turtle Commander 7 is our designated Twitch streamer over here. So,
Slowly but surely, we're getting there.
but I am keeping an eye on NASCAR Freak. So he was up on his time. Uh, is a bit cautious on the corners. So I'm assuming he's just getting into the car today and getting as much practice and much time racing time as he can. But does really well to take those two final corners. Actually goes a little bit wide right here, but looks like he does not improve. So he was up before, I think, but unfortunately lost out a little bit.
It happens. It happens definitely.
Yep, it does, it does. Andy up 300th on his time. He is running into quite a bit of traffic. Purple first sector actually up 3/10. So that could actually move him up to buy probably move down his teammate.
What's crazy is just configuring all this, but now I gotta configure. We good. How about that?
See, this is why you're the tech savvy of the group. I'll learn. Don't worry, I'll learn.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
don't know if you have like a Twitch thing going at the moment, but we got all the all the things going, all the all the
I'll open up
windows, all
on
the
my phone.
screen changes. Yeah. We on it. We on it.
But
Ugh.
Andy does improve with 133.2. He did lose a bit of time, but only a tenth off of his teammate. So Haas looking really strong today. And I'm trying to see who else is up.
God damn. Oh, that's what happened here. Sorry. I was working this out. There we go. Now we got the right screen. Boom. Spectator mode. Boom. Oh, there we go. Let's go. I gotta press the function switch. I just got like these songs like popping in my head when I say words. It's funny. Anyways,
I
I'm
can
so
relate to
glad
that.
to be
Eh?
here with you, Laraji. Let's do this. We got a stream run.
Nice, nice. So as we mentioned before, he has the Twitch stream and I have the YouTube stream. So yeah, two streams going on. Um, let's see. Mamu is actually up 9/10. I'm keeping an eye on him. France, Herman, and 1507 can't go out for another lap. Already checkered for their positions at the moment. But Mamu, I am curious to see how he's going to improve because if he's up 9/10, that could put him up quite a number of positions.
Mahmood, we're here for you, brother. We see you and we love you.
Yep, and
Uh,
132.9, that puts him up to P3. And I believe the top two are setting up their lap as well. Maxi looks like up 800s. Looks like
oh,
Kemma is actually going to be the
Jesus.
first driver. Ho ho, Kemma invalidates on the penultimate corner. And so does Mac T, so this is going to be a bit of a struggle. And
Oh no. Okay. Damn, Kemma up with a 132. And I was saying that they wouldn't get a 132. They would get faster. Gosh.
yeah.
Gosh darn.
Looks like tier 1 was the fastest group. However, this is no assist, so they are all on their own.
Yeah, they are running zero assists. Everybody on a level playing field. This is exactly what was envisioned when we started this no assist group. that everybody had the exact same assists, exact same levels, and it took practice and determination to get you to where you wanted to be. So this is this is why we call it the top elite group that we got, but everybody's quick and everybody's fashions. We love them all.
Yep, yep. And just a reminder to the drivers to not ready up. Do you want to go over the final grid for or the racing uh
Yeah,
start?
we got Kema P1. I'll try to get it in. Maxi P2, Mahmoud P3, Louis, Charles, I forgot your last name, P4, Andy P5, MK7 Hitch P6, PO2 P7, Ohm P8, France Herman P9, 1507 P10, Old and Slow P11, T George P12, Joe B P13, the Yuppie P13, and I apologize to everybody else. I apologize.
I am
I was a
going to have
little
to give you
late
like
on it.
a timer. Although actually there was already a timer on the game, so I'm assuming you don't do it well under pressure. Yeah, yeah, no worries, no worries. But yeah, like I was mentioning before, drivers are expected to wait a couple minutes for before readying up. They don't have formation laps, so they'll be going straight into the race. Um, but yeah, I mean, enough time to adjust their strategies, make sure they're starting on the tires that they want, um, tweak anything that they want. But yeah, it should be a really interesting race. Expectations on strategy, Turtle?
I mean, if you can pull off a one stop, that's what you want to do. We talked about it in Australia where the game suggested three or four stops. But if you can do it in one stop, you want to do it in one stop. So do it in one stop and don't be a butthole. But I mean, I think this again, this track is a tire chewer, so uh, hard mediums,
Mhm.
medium hard medium. These are all possibilities. Even a hard medium. I would love to see somebody do a hard medium, to be honest, because that it's just it's a strategy to pull off that I think would be, the most beneficial in terms of tires.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, um, if drivers can, manage those tires better, then just run the hard medium or the medium hard and make it to the end. I
Yeah.
mean, it's the way to go.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty much how the winners of tier 1 and tier 2 went. They did a one stop. Um Obviously things can happen. Safety cars can come out, virtual safety cars can come out, so it's just a matter of, how well your strategy goes. Um but yeah, I think for both of them they started on the hards. Whoever started on pole position. Of course everybody's different. Kema, I don't know how he'll do it. We'll see. But should still be a very interesting race.
Yeah, I'm mad excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. These guys are definitely really good at it.
No, and honestly, it's such a their style of racing is amazing to watch. What was in Austria? In Austria, it literally felt like we were watching, real life racing because of how much they were just tailing
Yeah, the
behind each
back
other.
and
It was
forth
so
using the DRS, I completely agree.
yeah, no, it felt really realistic. So, um, yeah, very much looking forward to this race. Next week we have Jeddah. So, well, actually, next week we have a break, but the next race week, we'll be in Jeddah. So that is going to be a very interesting race to watch. I'm pretty much excited for that.
Jeddah definitely because it's such a fast sweeping track. It's a racing track like Vegas, so yeah, it's gonna be super awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I know, because I actually wanted Vegas for this season, but then there are so many glitches last season with the last game on Vegas, especially with the safety car. So I was like, it's such a hassle having to work around with all the glitches of the game. But so far,
Absolutely, I
I mean,
agree.
so far it hasn't been so bad. This game has been pretty fun. The only thing is on controller. For some reason, it keeps on cutting off the feedback. So I
Oh,
haven't found much time
yeah.
to play, but I was like, all right. Hopefully the next update can fix it. And I think some of the drivers on the wheel are complaining about it as well.
Yep, not surprised to be
Yeah.
honest.
Typical EA. It's alright, we make do, right? They do have permission to start it. I think Kemma's gonna start the timer. It looks like they are. Do you want to set it off?
Yeah, we got 5 lights and away we go. Kemma holding in to that first place. Maxi trying to pull up. He goes into the inside and takes the position in turn one. Louis Richard, we got him in P3. Mahmoud in P4. MK Hitch right behind him. But Mamu holds position, and PO2 in P6, Andy P7, Ohm P8.
Oh,
Oh,
drops
50,
down a
50 and oh
position.
07. Yeah, yeah, there's a little bit of change going on here. Um, but yeah, these guys are fighting good.
Yeah, does look like 50 is looking to make a move on the inside of Andy, and looks like he is. Both of them doing really well to give each other space, but looks like 50 is gonna stay right behind of Andy right there. So yeah, so it looks like only
Yeah, these guys are.
five. Yeah, only five drivers started in hard compounds. Louis, Hitch, Yuppie, Matuzak, and Franz Herman. Ooh, looks like GK1 and 50 are still battling
And
it out.
there we go, and we got the full
Oh,
course
it's a
yellow, so
yellow.
we got a. I think we got VFDs.
Yeah,
Mac
I think that's the
T.
virtual safety car. So Franz Herman, it looks like he had a bit of a spin, but has doesn't look like he has any car damage. So just gonna try catching up to the rest of the grid. I will say track penalties on this circuit are ridiculous. So I don't want to jinx anybody, as I always say, but I do expect to see quite a few penalties falling out.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I believe so. There's gonna be a lot of penalties. Hopefully, the front of the pack keeps it clean.
Oh yeah, I have high expectations for these guys. Let's see, the virtual safety car is still out, or virtual safety. Ooh, looks like Franz Herman has retired from the session. Not exactly sure if there was any contact or just deciding to really just not bother with the race. Uh, but looks like green flags are off, and GK1 still putting quite a bit of pressure on the back of 50.
Sorry, I'm here.
Yep, no
I just
worries, no
feeling
worries. I'm just keeping
slightly.
an eye on all the drivers, both of them just tailing each other behind. But yeah, oh, looks
Um,
like a little switch around with the teammates of the Yuppie and our Manson, and both in the Kick Sauber. So it looks like the Yuppie is going to stay ahead. He is. They do have a bit of a difference in strategy. So the Yuppie on hard compounds, our Manson on mediums. Uh, our Manson quite has quite a bit of pressure of Joe Beef right behind him.
Friends, seems as though Franz Herman and Kalman got together. I just saw on Discord there was a apology sent out. But yeah.
Oh, yep, I'm
Uh,
looking at that. So it looks like yeah, okay. So it looks like Franz Herman actually had a bit of a difficulty with his wheel, not responding.
okay.
So yeah, just
That's
some
too
technical
bad.
issues. Very unfortunate for him. Ooh, it looks like we have a driver dropping back quite a few. So that is NASCAR Freak, missing his left end plate. So very unfortunate for him. DRS is enabled, and we do have Kemma on the back of Mac T. Last race, we did see Kemma just kind of tailing behind of Mac T for the majority of the race, and then waited for the last lap to really make an attack. Uh, Unfortunately, he couldn't get the move done and get the win, but might be looking for a turnaround this round. Oh, we do have 50 going on the inside of GK1. Gets the pass done. And behind, it seems like Joe Beef and Kelman are also going a bit side by side. Joe Beef getting ahead.
I gotta say, this is awesome to see how, like the production quality is definitely a lot better, I want to say. Because, like, I see your screen, I see my screen, you can be in the back of the pack, I can be in the front of the pack, like, this is great. I'm loving this POV right now. I just hope for the fans that I can be the producer you want me to be.
It takes a little bit of time. I'm sure you'll do great. It is a bit hard because there's so much action happening.
That's what I'm talking
And
about.
you have to
NASCAR
keep an eye on
freak
the
right
delta.
now.
Yeah, you have to keep an eye on the delta. You have to keep an eye on the notifications, like Ricky Stanicki picking up a 30-second penalty. Um,
Hey,
so yeah, it's always
NASCAR
a
freak chases wing. Kelman up 3 positions. Mahmoud down 3. Everybody's hopping all over the place. This is awesome. Loving it.
yeah. Looks like quite a few drivers actually have 2 positions. Mamu unfortunately has lost 3, but he does have the pace to really turn that around, if anything.
Kema's holding on to Mac T by his coattails. He wants to be right there.
Well, looks like he has dropped out of the DRS of MacT though.
Yeah, yeah, Mac T is a tire whisperer. He knows. Oh, and as I say that, he goes off.
Oh, did he put MacT or?
Yeah, Mac T just went wide in the last 2 corners, which are difficult. I do sympathize. They are not the easiest, especially with the blind left at T17, I believe it is.
Yeah, yeah.
It's an uphill over crest. It's yeah, like rally drivers hate those, and I can assume F1 drivers just as much. So. Uh, he still has time though. Still pulled 3 tenths on Kema, so Mackey's still working at it, but loving these races from these guys.
Yeah, I am curious to see how Louis and Hitch are going to do because they both Maxi and Kemma are on mediums while Louis and Hitch are on hards. Uh, so obviously those mediums are going to wear out earlier, but I wonder how Louis and Hitch are going to try to take advantage of that because they're not far off.
I want to say again. I know I said this in Austria, but for whatever reason, that Alpine livery is popping for
Yep, it
me.
is. Ooh, that's GK1
Uh,
off the track. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, he dropped down
yeah.
quite a few positions to P10 now. But as you were saying?
Yeah, I'm talking about the livery, but as I say that, I'm watching Mahmood in 1507 just battling out in front of T. George. I don't know. I don't know what I should be talking about anymore. These guys are all over the place having fun.
Yeah. Oh, 50 actually goes wide. Oh,
And
man.
Mahmood goes in the pits, I believe. Yeah, Mahmood. It was Mahmood in the pits.
Oh, looks like he
Uh,
does. Wonder if, I don't think he had any wing damage, so maybe it's just an early pit stop.
yeah, I think he's taking those mediums off, and yep, to the
Yeah, goes for the
hards. To the
hards.
hards he goes.
Yep, and then right behind we actually had MK7 Hitch and Louis swapping positions. But Louis is going to. Oh, Louis! As I mentioned his name, picks up a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. So penalties
It
are
would be
falling off.
crazy. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, no,
no. Yeah, yeah.
it would be crazy if it was the hockey player's son. I think his name is Matt Robitaille, but it'd be crazy if we got his son in the league. But that's just I'm just spitting out, random things, but yeah, Matt Robitaille was NHL player. It would be crazy if his, I would imagine it's his kid, but maybe not. Anyways, back to the fighting. We got T George and
Ooh,
1507
sorry
now
to
putting it
interrupt.
together.
MK7 Hitch, he had a spin. So
Oh,
luckily he
I
caught the
was just
car
gonna
quite
be
a bit.
pulling up
Oh
on
man.
that.
I was trying to take a bite of my dinner while you were talking. And then that
I thought
happened.
you were drinking beer too.
No. That's hilarious.
Everything's happening too quick for us. Let's go, boys. Come on, keep it going.
Yeah, man, I was trying to have my dinner in tier 2, but then there was so much happening and then so much happening afterwards. I got distracted, so I was like, oh, okay, I have you
Oh,
with me today.
yeah. No, no. You
That's
you eat.
hilarious.
I'll commentate a little bit here.
No, we're good,
You're
we're
on
good.
MK, so I'll pull up to the front here. Uh, yeah. Let me pull up to the front here, and I got two views. Boom. All right, everybody. You're with Turtle Commander. Yeah. We got Canada just outside of MK's 1 second. Louis Charles Robitaille on that hard strategy. We want to see him go long. Hopefully it doesn't kill his tires, but at the same time we got Andy, T George, and 1507 all fighting together. Andy, sorry,
Ooh.
is ahead. Sorry, it's T George, 1507, and Ohm fighting together. Oh, and 50 gives a little tap to Ohm. It's not gonna be that easy to get through. Kema is keeping it up front, and like I said, that livery, that Alpine livery, is very nice. But altogether, everybody fighting hard to be close. We're seeing definitely a few gaps from the start to the end, but in that middle there between PO2 and George, there's definitely everybody's nice and tight. PO2 coming on with a 3 second time penalty for track limits.
Wow.
Yeah, these track limits come to you quick and they come to you fast. Do not put four wheels over those white lines, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep it nice and clean. That's why we're here. We are the elite.
Yeah, no, this is a really good group. Yeah, track penalties. I feel like yeah, very few of them did not receive penalties this week. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of drivers pick up penalties this race. Uh, but GK1 did a really nice move on 50 in '07. But I do think actually no, GK1 is going to get the DRS. Actually, no, none of them do. So I'm assuming what was man, that's actually what happened right there. But none of them got the DRS. GK1 going wide, and through goes the Aston Martin of 50. And I am seeing on the YouTube, Corn on El Cab, our tier 2 reserve driver, asking if there are any female racers in this league. Um,
I want to
I
say
think
yes.
who's the other one?
We've had it before. We've had many before.
Well,
I knew.
Elizabeth didn't count. Yeah, league history wise.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
remember?
okay. Well, let's bleep that
Yeah.
out. I
We
mean,
don't
I
accept
don't know.
the what was it, imposters.
Yeah, no imposters, but
I'm trying to
I
think
want to
who
say that like
else.
for the most part, like just because of like racing, it's
Mhm.
mainly male oriented. But I've seen female drivers in other
I have
leagues, in
two,
other
yeah. I wonder why we don't
discords.
get them. I mean, I'm here. I'm waiting for.
Yeah, exactly. We have LaRodri as one who does race. Yeah, it's just it's
It would be
it
nice.
comes. Yeah,
There's
exactly.
too much
We're open
testosterone
to
on
it.
this
There's no
on this league.
nothing. Yeah. Ergo, why we have a female boss. Keep everybody sound.
I make sure everybody's
Uh,
sensible, yeah?
I
Ooh,
mean, in terms of stewarding, we need that. So, but yeah, no, it just takes someone to join in and have the pace. We're all pace based, so it's not. I wouldn't say it's has anything to do with gender. It's just about how fast you are. And
yep,
if we were
exactly.
to have a fast female, we would absolutely welcome one.
Yep, because I'm definitely not fast.
Stop.
Bob, yeah, I've been keeping an eye on GK1 and 50. Both of them having, whoa, Jesus Christ!
Did we just lose a
50.
50? Yeah.
He went
Oh,
from
that's
50 and oh
terrible.
7 to 50 cent. 50 cents.
50
Oh
cent.
man, that is a yellow flag. I don't think that is a safety car since he's still alive and well.
I think he's going.
Uh,
That's the issue. We'll be able to
wow,
get into the.
looks like he is. Wow, wow, right
Oh,
when
it's a
they were
full
having a really good
course.
battle.
I think it might be a VFD at least.
Yeah, I think it's a virtual safety car. So now I don't know why they don't actually notify you when it's a virtual or a full safety car.
I
Um,
wonder if it's just us, to be honest.
no,
I'm
yeah, it's
curious.
us as spectators. Because in the actual race, because I've been in other leagues and it tells you, but yeah, for spectator mode, it doesn't let you know. So the only chance you know it's a safety car is when you see the little yellow dot on the track map. A little bit annoying, but I mean, we make do. Hopefully they'll fix that, but they do have the virtual Matsuzak picking up a 3-second penalty, and all of them having to make sure that they don't exceed that delta. But Louis is right on the back of MK7 Hitch. I think he's like ready to pounce on him once that green light goes.
Pounce.
Ooh, it looks like green
Sorry,
flags
sorry.
are out, and Louis with the move already trying to get around on the outside of MK7 Hitch. Looks like MK7 Hitch is going to do really well to defend that position. Gets ahead, but Louis is probably going to get the DRS on this next upcoming straight. And he is, but looks like Hitch is pulling away quite fast. And Mac T 1.5 seconds ahead of Kemba, doing really well to keep the gap. But it does look like I mentioned earlier, the Haas team doing really well. Uh, can definitely score some points for the constructors there.
What's awesome? Yeah, this is gonna be great. Yeah, Louis definitely for the Haas team to be up that high, especially with our point system.
Hmm.
I feel it's very fair our point system that we give everybody a point and everybody who races has a chance at both championships, right? And that I think that's a great thing. To be elite, one, you must race to finish the race. And I think we incentivize that well for all drivers to want to participate. And that's something that's great about our league. And you can see it because these guys are fighting tooth and nail to the end. They do not want to stop. It's great.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of determination in this group. In all the groups, actually, honestly. Uh, ooh, looks like PO2 is going to be pitting and getting rid of those medium tires. So I do wonder when MacT and Chem are going to pull the trigger. I have seen, I think in Tier 1 they extended the mediums to probably 12 laps, 13 laps with them. But PO2 now on the hard
Nice.
compounds. But Louis now still on the back of MK7 Hitch is actually having a really comfortable gap ahead of his teammate, six seconds ahead of his teammate between P4 and P5. And I think another close battle we have is Mamu on the back of the Williams of Matuzak. Both teammates actually right behind each other. So PO2 coming out of the pits behind of his teammate. And looks like Mamu is looking to make the overtake on Matuzak.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
And I think Mamu actually got the DRS right there. So he did a really nice timed overtake. But
Matuzak wants it.
he's using the battery to defend that
He's not
position.
gonna let go. Yeah,
Whew.
my mood. That's a drifted baby. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Matuzak.
Oh.
I think he went a little bit wide right there.
PO2.
But yep,
Yeah,
PO2.
they went. He went wide. PO. Yeah, he's got to give the position up. Wow. PO2 gets 2 positions in one go, and because he
Ooh.
just kept his nose in.
Yeah,
Incredible.
and Matuzak actually got a little bit whippy right there, so losing the position again to Mamu. So a little bit of a switch around between those two in terms of who's gonna make more of a worse mistake. But GK1 now on the back of T George. Oh, Matuzak picking up a 3-second penalty now.
This is awesome. I'm really enjoying this. The
And
evolution of our stream, the evolution of the races, everybody's definitely fighting for stuff. We got a little group here, Kema, MK Hitch, and Louis Robitaille all together fighting. I'm seeing MK passing Kema right now. Kema's just losing out without the DRS.
Ooh,
And
Louis gonna make the
even
move.
Robitaille, yeah, he makes it past on Mary. Now Kema down 3 positions. What is he gonna do? He's definitely biting his teeth.
Yeah, so unfortunately this is gonna extend the gap that MacT has, because if they're gonna be busy battling each other, then they're definitely gonna slow each other down. But it does look like actually MK7 Hitch catching up quite a bit to MacT. It looks like.
I just want to say
Ooh.
that these guys have not even stopped yet. And we're looking at 13. Oh, MacT just dived in on 13 lap hold hard on mediums. Sorry.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Excuse
Yeah, I was
me.
wondering why the time dropped down
Kema's
significantly.
extending. Kema's extending. Interesting. This is very interesting. Okay, so Kema's pulling like an Oscar Piastri right now, where MacT went in early. And I feel like MacT's now definitely dedicated to the 2-stop, which is very interesting because we got Louis and MK who are still on hards, and you know what?
I think
I'm gonna
MacT
say it
could probably
now.
take
I
the
think
hards.
they're gonna pull it.
I think
Yeah,
MacT
I
could
think
probably take the hards all
MacT's
the way to
gonna.
the end.
He could.
Was it
He
14
could.
laps including this one? Yeah.
14 laps is halfway. 14 laps is halfway. But if we're saying 13 laps was the mediums, and that's as far as he, because MacT still held the gap, right? He still had 2 seconds on Kema before Kema started losing positions. You know, and MacT had clean air. If we're looking at MacT now, MacT has clean air again. He could introduce those hards pretty nicely. You know, it all depends what these guys do now. And they're not diving into the pit, so okay, so MacT's gonna have huge... You know, if these guys can get to even 10 laps. So, like, we're talking about lap 18. Switching from the hards to the mediums, that's a lot of grip. NASCAR freak grabbing a 3-second time penalty. It's very interesting, right? You don't see these in the other divisions or tiers because because you know drivers are driving full out, but here we got drivers now who are driving to a strategy. And as the race goes on, adapting and transitioning from strategy to strategy. And these guys don't have a pit crew or an engineer in their ear talking about, you know, slow down here, go faster here, hit more of that. So it's very interesting that these drivers solo are deciding, right? Like, okay, I still have X amount of percentage on my tires, and as I say this,
Ooh, a little bit of switch around between MK7 Hitch and
yeah,
Louis.
a little quick switch, right? Exactly. And they got penalties. I forgot about this. So
Yeah.
when
Hmm.
they when they pit, they're gonna also have to chill for a little bit. Wow, this is sending this whole race into oblivion. Mac T is definitely gonna be picking up. Mac T is definitely gonna be picking up his position back. So maybe he did the right idea by going in early and just
Yep. And
taking over.
looks like Kemma
Kemma
and Louis are going
and
into the pit.
Louis, yeah.
Hitch is actually going to extend those hard
MK
compounds.
is extending further. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. This is incredible. I'm loving this race right now.
Yep, and T George and GK1 were having quite a bit of a battle. GK1 staying ahead. Both of them, as everybody has penalties. Both of them, they do have 3 seconds of penalties. Um, and looks like they are both on the same strategy as well.
Yeah, I noticed Louis kept his penalties, so these are gonna be end of race penalties. What's great is Mac T is pulled up to P2 and he's ready to go. He's ready to get his P1 back. What an interesting race. You guys are definitely holding it down. MK with 15 lap old hards, extending and extending, and I believe good on him. He should extend. Uh, MacT's definitely pulled the gap on him, so he's not getting first, let's be honest. MacT's got the position. Unless he spins it within the lap, within a lap or whatever that goes by.
Oh,
Oh,
I think
oh,
T
and as I
George.
say that, MK hits just hits the pits.
Yep, and T George at the same time gets the pass done on GK1, so up to P8 now. But usually, if I'm not mistaken, that pit stop takes about 20 seconds, around 20 seconds. So, let's see, MacT is already getting past him. And now
Yeah, we
MK7
got
Hitch has just left it.
MK. He just hit the pit line, and he's got in front of Charles, in front of Louis Robitaille.
Yeah, so it
Okay, so
takes
he needs to
about.
introduce.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one. Sorry for cutting you off there, but it's
No,
only Louis only got one lap. I thought I thought he would have at least got two, but I'm wrong. It's a long lap across COTA.
no, it is, it is. But yeah, it is about 20 seconds the pit stop because MacT was behind I think 13 seconds. Now now he's up by 5
Only
seconds.
5.
So
Yeah.
it's around there, yeah.
Yeah, MacD just needs to coast it home now on those hards. 13 laps, so he pitted on. Oh, sorry, 3 laps. Oh my goodness. It's holidays in Canada soon, so I have been drinking, and I love my wife. Uh, but yeah, 13. Sorry, 3. Oh my god. MacD has 3 lap old hards, and I love you all. So he pitted on lap 15, 14. Um, but yeah, he just needs to coast home now. 10 laps to go. Uh, just gotta keep it on the track, no worries. Don't even have to brake that hard. Don't even have to push the throttle that long. Our real fight here is
Ooh, up
Louis
ahead,
and
Louis, yeah.
MK7, which just switch positions. MK pulling it back. These guys are gonna be on pace to fight each other on the same lap, 1 lap difference, tires. These guys are gonna be battling. Um, yeah, very much Michael Tyson here. Oh, sorry, Michael Tyson. what's his name? The other guy. Well, I forget his name. But anyways, let's continue. You need to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee through these corners at COTA. Sector 1, Sector 2, they are... Oh, Louis just holding it out.
Jeez, both of them, yeah,
Just
both of them
missing
battling it.
MK Hitch. Yep.
And Candy Dreamer mentioning
Um,
on the chat it's Muhammad Ali you were talking about.
Muhammad Ali, thank you. Yes, yes.
But let's see.
He
We do have MK7 Hitch still on the back of Louis, PO2 on the back of Andy, and looks like T George just got the pass done on GK1, but T George going a little bit wide there. And we have quite a few close battles, even in the back. Arn Manson on the back of the SMR in a 50, and Mamu with fresh tires on the back of Kelman.
These guys are all such great drivers, keeping it so close, and you know, within steps of each other, holding it very nice.
No, yeah, they're very, really good dedicated drivers. A lot of them, they dedicate a lot of time. Mamu dedicating was about over 100 laps on time trials to
And
improve.
sleep. Mahmoud is our Bahrainian driver, so he even his because of time zones.
Yeah, no, he's up early for our races.
He's
so...
up early and he doesn't miss a thing, so nobody complain about our times. These are North American coordinated races, and even our Bahrainian friends are making it.
Yep. And looks like MK7 Hitch switching around again with Louis. It now gets past him and up to P2. So the good thing is that they're not losing much time behind from Kemma, who's right behind them. So even with the battling, looks like T George getting past, actually getting overtaken by GK1. So these two are another group to add for a little bit of switch arounds of positions, some battling. And actually, it does look like Kelman having gotten overtaken by Mamu as well.
As we're doing this more and more, I'm learning the keyboard keys for actions. So now I've learned how to look at the rear. But I also just switched over to the penalties. Louis got 3 seconds extra penalties on MK.
Yeah.
Just keeping it in his DRS, brother.
Although it does look like he is losing time from Kemma. Kemma went from 5 seconds now all the way down to 3.2 seconds behind them. So Kemma might be looking for a podium finish if he remains within that 6-second gap of Louis'
you are
penalty.
absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. Kemma, actually, if Kemma gets under 3 seconds, that's a P2. That's a net P2.
Yeah, because Hitch is right in front of Louis. Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting. As long as he gets into within 2 seconds. Oh, sorry, 3 seconds. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T George getting past GK1. T George does have 3 more seconds of penalties than GK1, so yeah, quite a few position changes that might happen at the end of this race. Andy now picking up a 3-second penalty. So Kemma is quite secured as long as he keeps it consistent on the track. He has Louis right in front of him and Hitch. Oh, there is contact between Hitch and Louis. So it looks like both of them locked wheels
we got
together.
an end plate. Yeah. End plate on MK here, so he's got low downforce.
Oh, Louis now picking up another 3 seconds, so that is 12 seconds.
9 seconds. Oh, 12. 9.
Oh, is it 9?
9.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's 9. 9. So that's 9 seconds. I wonder what Hitch is going to do. There's only 7 laps remaining.
So Kemma's got the net P2.
He does.
As we speak.
He does, and I think GK1 still tailing behind the T George back of there. Louis looks like he's a little bit too far back to make any move yet on MK7 Hitch. I wonder what happened between those two, because once I switched to them, they were already interlocked. So yeah, curious to see what had happened to them. But
I will tell you that I definitely picked it up on the Twitch stream. My head was down when it happened. But so you don't have my reaction, but you have the pickup.
we have the view. All right, no problem, no problem.
And,
But
and and as mentioned, I'm gonna save the replay as well because I'm very curious to see if I got the whole thing. So we may after all get everything, and then you might find it on YouTube in the shorts. Hello.
I have to get back into that, right? Uh, let's see.
Hey.
But now Kema is definitely within those seconds of the penalties up ahead of him. So like you said, he is secured for a P2 as long as he keeps it consistent. Can't afford to get a 3-second penalty. But it does look
Nike's
like
still pushing. Wow.
yeah, he now 9 seconds. I mean that incident between those two did not help at all for catching up to him. Uh,
I mean, I'm not one that likes to like spill when a driver's using his battery, but I mean, like, he's still pushing. Still pushing.
yeah.
And it's just like, word. I mean, I can understand. Like, you want to secure that, but you got it, brother. You got it. 9 seconds.
Yep, and Louis and MK7 Hitch still going at it. And
Yeah,
looks
I'm
like
catching the
MK,
back.
yeah, MK7 Hitch staying ahead. He looks like Louis is gonna back out from that. And they do have Kema now very much closing in. Oh, it looks like we do have.
This is what I envisioned for the stream. So I'm very happy with the results currently. This is great.
We'll have to work on. Yeah, we'll keep on working on it throughout the season. Nice to have an additional
Yeah.
platform for the league.
Yeah, no, no, absolutely, absolutely. I'm just like from what I'm seeing on your side, from what I'm seeing on my side. I feel like I'm in like I don't know, like I don't know if you know hockey, but like they got like in Toronto, they got like the system for where they see everything, all the cameras, and I feel
Mhm.
like a producer right now. I got like everything going, left, right. I got up, down. I got everything. I can see everything. This is great. This is great.
Ooh, so Louis is still behind MK7 Hitch. Looks like we have a bit of movement in the back. So Mamu getting past the Aston Martin of 50, who is actually on 13 lap old hard compounds. So it looks like he pit early.
You know what's crazy is that yeah, like you said, like some of these drivers, they're just holding on to those tires, and like the tires are making it. You know what I mean? Like they're getting there. Like the computer suggesting a 2 stop, 3 stop, 4 stop is kind of wild because like even with the added dirty air and tire wear that they've created
Mm.
throughout this season of the game, um, drivers can make it. So I know the last patch was for the movie, F1 the movie, but I'm curious to see what they're gonna add to the next patch, because, and sadly, it may break things, but I mean, if they want to kind of like get the correlation of dirty air, tire wear, uh, closer together, I feel like they might have to increase slightly the tire wear, because I mean, we're watching drivers right now within a second and a half, being able to hold on to a one-stop strategy
Mhm.
where the computer is, you know, predicting a 3-4 stop. It's kind of crazy, or a 2-3. You know what I mean? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like this is. I'm just trying to think ahead, like what's gonna happen, and I feel like that's kind of like the direction.
Nah, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But here's hoping that
No, this is
no
a
worse
great race.
glitches. I haven't seen any real bad glitches compared to last game, not as often. But but yeah, I mean we'll see how the update
I'm
goes.
not gonna lie. As a hater, I definitely am liking this one.
Yeah,
I'm
but
liking this one. All right, I gotta say it.
yeah, just focusing on the front row. So Louis just picked up another 3-second penalty. So that's 12 seconds in total. Um, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if my math is mathing, he might drop down to
Six?
P6. Although Andy and PO2 actually do have penalties, so I'll take that back. He might actually not lose as much as he probably would if the drivers behind didn't have penalties. But
All right. So I just switched it to the leader, and with 12 seconds, as you said, so 9 plus 12, we're looking at 21. So Louis is gonna drop to P6 because T George has 37 seconds from the leader, and if we're looking at right now 10 plus
mhm.
12, we're looking at 22 seconds
But
from the leader.
they do have penalties though. So Andy has 3 seconds, PO2 has
Oh
6,
yeah, gee,
T George has 9,
golly.
GK1 has 6. Yeah, a lot of the drivers behind have penalties. Kemma is probably going to be the most beneficial here, uh, most likely finishing P2. Ooh, looks like
Uh,
we do
but
have yellow flags. I think that
okay.
is Ricky Stanicki off track and doing really well to make sure he gets back onto the track safely. He does have, yeah, looks like he is getting lapped. So he is letting the leading drivers through, and he is missing his right end plate. So looks like he is going to be going into the pit.
Okay, it seems as though it seems as though now after you say all that, Louis Robitaille is gonna end up P6, P5, potentially P5, P6.
Hmm.
Okay, that's where we're net. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah, so at least you could try getting for a top 5 there, even with the penalties. It's still a really good race result. Even for, if I'm not
Kemma's
mistaken, his first race
popping it
back.
in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is he reserving?
No, no, Louis is a full-time driver in the Haas, but he wasn't
But
able to race in the preseason the first week, so this is his first week with us.
yes.
Um,
Okay, awesome.
yeah, he's only
No,
really
this is
raced with the
awesome.
a few reserves, I think last season, and then a couple of races like open lobbies with
Yeah,
us. But
I remember the races in the previous season,
yeah.
and he to work his way up into the top five. That's he's put
No,
some
no, he's a
work
fast
in. He's
driver.
definitely
Unfortunately,
yeah.
yeah, unfortunately, well, the penalties aren't really justifying his skill and talent. But I mean, of course, this is COTA. This is a really difficult track to not get penalties, um, which is why we see quite a
Correct.
number of drivers with him. But
Especially in sector one, it's not easy. Um, and those white lines come at you quick, and as a driver previously, yeah, it's you. I appreciate how we appreciate these drivers handling business.
mhm,
You definitely got to work and keep those tires on the track. So good on everybody.
yeah. Oh, it looks like Kemma is closing in on the back of Louis. I don't know if he's gonna make a move on this next upcoming DRS. Louis is going to get the DRS off of Hitch, but ooh, looks like
Oh,
well, Kemma
and we
went.
had
Oh
50.
yeah, two things happening at the same time. Kemma having a bit of a whip right there, and 50 retiring in the pits. So I
I'm
want.
on with Mahmood right now, and he's following Yuppie, making sure keep close and get ready to make a move on that back straight. Uh, oh, I love this racing. Everybody's just doing a great job.
Yep, and MK7 Hitch picked up another 3 seconds, so has 6 seconds. So Kemma, 2 laps, sorry, 3 laps remaining, including this one. So Kemma is
And we got
quite
Maxi
secured.
crossing the line. No, no, sorry. Am I wrong? I'm wrong. Yeah,
Yes,
he's on his final lap now. That's a white flag.
yeah, it was 2 laps remaining. It was 2 laps remaining, including this one. They're just now starting their final lap. But yeah, no, Kemma's Maxi having a really good, solid race. That incident with MK7 Hitch and Louis really, you know, causing them to lose a lot of time right behind them. But helping Kemma to really catch up and get that P2 podium. Even if he does pick up a 3 second penalty, I mean, he is quite secured, still following right behind them. I think that was pretty much his plan. Uh, Although he is blinking red on his fuel light, so I wonder if he underfueled. Hopefully he doesn't underfuel on the or run out of fuel on this final lap.
Yeah, with that being said, I got Mac T right now on a sector 3 going through the fast corners. This guy has led every lap
Oh
and
yeah,
has
right.
brought it home
Had a great
with a
overtake
great
on the first lap.
strategy.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, I thought
Oh,
I'm
that
wrong.
is
There we go.
Louis. Louis had a bit of a spin.
A spin?
Yeah, not
So
sure if there
Kemba
was
bringing it
contact. Yeah.
home.
Yeah, so Kemba secured for that P2 finish, and he does. That is dropping MK7 Hitch to P3. Louis now
Which
crossing
he
the
will
line.
take.
And so his
Oh, Louis
yeah,
you drop it down to P5 and he take that P4.
it's a little bit of a search around between the two teammates. Teammate strategy. PO2 crosses the line, but looks like Louis does secure at least a P5 finish, which is a really good result. Um,
See George grabbing one more 3 second just in case.
doing crossing the line with a bit of style. But that is going to cost him quite a few positions. The Yuppie moving up to
Yuppie and
P7.
Mahmood.
Both
Yeah,
of them
yeah,
moving up
yeah.
2 positions,
Wow.
yeah.
Very nice.
And we do have our Manson crossing the line as well. Gets that P11. Kelman uh,
Working his way.
working his way up.
Holy moly, what? Wow. I'm loving this. That was a super great race. Everybody worked super hard to make sure they could get to the end.
Yeah, no, I
And
think
you know what? We know this track brings penalties, so that's fine. Whatever penalties happen. But that was a great race. Everybody did great. What are your thoughts on this?
really good battles. A lot between Kama, Hitch, and Louis. I think that was a top battle that we were looking at. And a few switch arounds as well, like T George and GK1. That was a good battle to watch. So yeah, everything happening from the front to all the way to the back of the grid. So a lot of action. Um, so yeah, so our final grid. Do you want to go over
Oh, you think I don't have it ready? I'm so ready.
it? Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got Mac T in P1, Kama P2, MKH P3, Andy P4, Louis Charles Robitaille P5, PO2 P6, the P7, Mahmoud P8, Ohm P9, T Joy P10, R Manson P11, Joe Beef P12, Kelman P13, P14, Ricky Snakey 1507, our first DNF. NASCAR Freak P16, Matthew Zach P17, France Herman P18.
Yep. Looks like
I think
number.
that's everybody.
Yep, that is. Looks like the number 5 is 50's lucky number. Unfortunately. 50
Yeah,
finishing
damn.
15. Yep, and MK7 Hitch also picking up extra points for the fastest lap of 135.4. But yeah, so it looks like the championship is really interesting between MacT and Kemma right there. Both of them finishing in the same position as last week. And a couple of action happening in the back as well. So we'll be looking at a few changes in the standings. But yeah, phenomenal race. Turtle, thank you very much for joining us in the comms.
Thank you, Roger. We had a great time. Everybody pulled it together. And sorry for the technical difficulties at the start, but yeah, we got it set up and ready to go for future races. So
Yep,
I was
yep,
super excited.
yep. And
Uh,
yeah, for everyone listening, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to our Twitch. I'll put up the link in our YouTube description, and I'm pretty sure I already put the link in our Discord as well. So yeah, feel free to like and subscribe. Most likely those races will be focused on the Gnosis Division 1 with the Turtle Commander handling that, or Division Admin. Uh, but yeah, next week we have a break. We do have our 4th of July week, specifically for me. But yeah, and then after that we continue in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Jeddah. But before that, we do have
Jetta.
our last race of the week, Division 2, our Gnosis group. So looking forward to seeing that race. And yeah, hopefully in the future, Turtle Commander, I'll see you racing in that group, yeah?
I'm gonna be working my way towards it because yes, these
Sounds
guys need me.
it sounds sounds good, sounds good. So everybody, yep, thank you for watching. Have a good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching from. Turtle, thanks again for your comms and any last words?
Go racing.
Yep, okay. Sounds good. And we are out of here.